Hello and welcome to episode 9 of QuickStep's Quick Guides, the series where I quickly guide you through the various aspects of Minecraft, teaching you the basics you need to know in order to play the game. All previous episodes teach you everything you need to know to be prepared for this moment, taking on the Ender Dragon. So go and check out this playlist to watch all my previous episodes. Are you ready to fight the game's main boss? Then let's get started. The Ender Dragon is a tough fight when you don't know what you're doing, so let's prepare ourselves before venturing into the end. But before we do that, let's talk a little bit about the best material for weapons, tools and armour. Diamond is the strongest material you can obtain in the overworld for crafting gear with, but it's not the strongest overall. It is the base material required to make the strongest, as any diamond item can be upgraded using an alloy called netherite. To get your hands on netherite, you must first find ancient debris in the nether, then smelt it down into netherite scraps. Then, by combining 4 scraps with 4 gold ingots, you'll get 1 netherite ingot, making it the most expensive ingot you can craft. You can upgrade each piece of diamond equipment by placing it in a smithing table with a single netherite ingot. Netherite gear is fireproof, meaning it won't be destroyed by fire or lava, making it invaluable when in the nether. However, for the Ender Dragon, its main purpose is the netherite armor's knockback resistance. Due to the Ender Dragon being able to launch you high in the air, the extra durability, defense and damage output of netherite gear is a plus too. Fortunately, as ancient debris is rare and hard to come by, you can get away with using iron or diamond gear instead. Go and watch my episode on enchanting to learn how to do this next step. Enchant all 4 pieces of armour with protection, unbreaking and mending. And give your boots feather falling. Give your sword or axe unbreaking, mending and sharpness. And take an enchanted bow or crossbow with you. Both should have unbreaking, power and infinity, unless you're a crack shot, then mending will do. Or you could use a crossbow with unbreaking, mending and multi-shot to inflict up to 3 times as much damage to the Ender Dragon. A shield is optional, as are the enchantments you put on it. But you'll definitely need to take a lot of arrows. 2 to 3 stacks is recommended, but that all depends on your skill and accuracy. Of course, you could just take a single arrow if you have infinity on your bow. Potions are another useful tool in the fight against the Ender Dragon. Check out this video to learn how to brew them. Potions of instant health and potions of regeneration provide obvious benefits. Potions of slow falling can be useful if you don't have netherite armor's knockback resistance or the feather falling enchantment, and brewing up some potions of poison, pouring them in a cauldron and dipping some arrows into them will tip your arrows for extra damage. If you're using an infinity bow, you'll want to take a bunch of these along with your single normal arrow, as tipped arrows are still consumed when used. Unless you're like Hawkeye or Robin Hood with a bow, you are probably going to need some ladders or building blocks to help deal with some ender crystals, and a bucket of water can help get back down if you don't have feather falling or slow falling. Blocks will also be useful if you spawn in the end on a floating island. I like to take around 20 iron blocks and 5 pumpkins with me to create iron golems to keep the endermen off my back. Alternatively, wearing a carved pumpkin on your head keeps them at bay, but greatly restricts your vision. When you first enter the end, you may be underground and you need to mine your way out, so it's a good idea to bring a pickaxe with you. As always, make sure you take some food with you. Golden or enchanted golden apples are best if you have them, but anything to stop you starving and to keep your natural regeneration active will suffice. Some empty glass bottles will allow you to collect dragon's breath, and a torch or a piston and lever will let you collect the dragon egg. Ender pearls can come in handy for destroying the ender crystals or for preventing you from falling in the void. And a few beds can be a great way to deal quick damage to the dragon, as just like in the nether, they explode when used in the end. An ender chest will allow you to store a lot of these extra items without ever taking up inventory space. To craft an ender chest, simply surround an eye of ender with 8 pieces of obsidian in a crafting table. The last item I suggest acquiring is a totem of undying, or 2. To do this, you must first gain the bad omen effect by defeating a raid captain. These are the illagers you'll sometimes see with a banner above their heads. Then you can trigger a raid by entering a village while you have bad omen. Raids are waves of mobs that attack the village. Your job is to defeat every wave. As long as you're playing on normal or hard mode, during the raid you'll come across evokers, mobs that use magic to summon evoker fangs and vexes, and they'll drop a totem of undying when defeated. When held in your offhand, these will instantly revive you the moment you die. Now you're ready to fight the Ender Dragon, you just need to get to the end, which is easier said than done. To get to the end, you must go through an end portal, but unlike nether portals, they can't be built, you must find them. To do this, you'll need to collect blaze powder and plenty of ender pearls, and craft yourself at least 12 eyes of ender, but the more the better. Throw an eye of ender into the air and head in the direction it flies towards. Repeat this process as sparingly as possible, as each use of an ender pearl comes with a small chance of it breaking, and in the worst case scenario, you're going to need 12 of them to light the end portal. When the eye travels downwards, that means you're within 12 blocks of a stronghold. Make your way down from where the Eye of Ender landed to gain entry. Then you need to find your way through a maze of rooms and corridors to find the portal room. Inside will be a silverfish spawner and a portal frame, requiring anywhere from 0 to 12 eyes of ender to activate. Place the eyes in the empty frames to activate the portal, place a bed and set your spawn, then jump through the portal to enter the end. Now the fun begins. Whether you spawn underground or on a floating obsidian platform, you need to make your way to the main central island where the dragon is. Watch out for endermen on your way. Wear a carved pumpkin or avoid looking at them directly while making some iron golems. Now you need to take out the ender crystals. Pull out your bow and try to hit as many as you can. It's possible to hit every crystal from the ground if your accuracy is good enough, but you can pillar up to the top to get any you can't hit. A well-thrown ender pearl could also get you up there. Once all the crystals are destroyed, the ender dragon can no longer heal, so now's the time to attack. While she's flying, you can try to shoot her with your bow. A multi-shot crossbow makes this a bit easier. Be sure to dodge as she flies into attack, as this will launch you high in the air and without feather falling or slow falling will do significant fall damage. Or you could even be launched into the void where there's no coming back from, even with a totem of undying. After a while she will land on the portal gateway in the centre. Watch out for her dragon's breath attack, which leaves a lingering cloud that damages you as long as you are in contact with it. Try to get underneath her head and either attack her with your sword, or place a bed under her head and a block between you and it and click on it to deal large amounts of damage. Keep it up and you'll soon be victorious. With the dragon dead, you can claim her egg as your trophy. The egg teleports when mined directly, so to acquire it you can use the piston to push it, or make it fall on a torch. Either way, it breaks and can be picked up. You'll also notice a little end gateway has opened up. These allow you to explore the outer islands of the end, but we'll go into that in the next episode. Now you know what it takes to fight the ender dragon and win. That's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop me a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you very much, and I'll catch you in the next one.